So what is a WordPress plugin in a nutshell if you're just wanting to understand how you can use it on your website? Let's remember that WordPress, our WordPress website, is a collection of pages and all of them serve different functions in and of themselves. And so, for example, the contact page its primary function is to enable customers to contact you, usually via a form. There are also different functionalities that go across a lot of pages, and that might be something like a gallery to show off pictures or bring in a feed from social media, such as your Instagram photos. You might also want to have social links and then also functionality like showing off a product that somebody can buy. All of these are functions on your website. And though if you want to check out my WordPress theme video and tutorial so you can understand about the layout of the WordPress website, please do that. But plugins are where the functionality really exists. So if you want e-commerce, then you would need a plugin for that. If you would want a gallery for some photos or social links, then a plugin is what adds that functionality. So in short, a plugin is a piece of software that adds a function to your website. And if that sounds a bit daunting because it has the word software here, the great thing about WordPress and about this whole system is that you don't have to start coding and thinking of, oh, I have to be a computer geek nerd. Coding is not necessary. If you want to understand this in its simplest terms, something that would put you at ease, then you just need to think of these pieces of software as apps that we plug into the website. Now, you will all know how easy it is to go on to an app store, mainly on your phone, for example, and download functionality onto your phone. If you want something like a photo editor or a video editor with a few little gimmicks and gizmos, then you might hear about an app. I recently had the misfortune of hearing that there was this app, this piece of software that I could plug into my phone, i.e. download it, and it would take a photo of me and show me what I look like as an old git. And unfortunately, I'm not sure there was too much of a difference, but it was interesting. But more than that, it was easy. It was easy to download this app onto my phone and enjoy the functionality. And that's all it is, going onto your WordPress website and installing an app, if you want to think of it like that. Okay, so when we are just trying to decide what plugins might be necessary for our website, we need to think about the function that we want to be performed or available on our website. So we might want to link customers to our social media. We might want to show off beautiful premises or products or our staff, so we would want to show pictures. We might want to sell products, i.e. display products with particular attributes and enable payment. And maybe we simply just want to receive messages from those that are viewing our website. With that in mind, we then think about what types of plugins we need. This is the function. So to link customers to social media, we need something like social share links. If we want to show off beautiful premises or something of that nature, we might want an image gallery or a slideshow that would display on the top of the website. That is a plugin. That's a functionality on the page. If we want to sell products, we might need an e-commerce plugin. And if we want to receive messages, then we're all familiar with the contact form. So that's a very simple way of understanding what all of this is. It's rather simple when we start to think of it as apps, and we can all think of what function we want to use or make available, and then find an appropriate plugin. Okay, so just to understand this a little bit more simply with a nice example, when explaining this to people in the past, it's often helped that I use an analogy like a kitchen. So here we have, let's pretend this is our website. It's a very nice website. We've got colors, we've got basic layout, but we want functionality. So we might say, okay, I would like to be able to whiz food around to the point where it all gets blended up and I can have it as a smoothie. So we would install a blender. Now that's quite easy to understand. We might want to get a cooker. Now there's already a cooker there, but we want one with increased functionality of awesome fiery hobs, and it also looks fantastic. We'll get a toaster so that we can heat up bread. And then we might also want a fridge so that we can keep food cool. Now, all of these serve different functionality. Now, we don't buy a kitchen necessarily with all of these functionalities available, and it's easy for us to install that. We know how to do that. It's the same with websites. That's with WordPress, that's how plugins work. You can even, if you want, get a dishwasher. There we go. So there we are. If we want to install different functionalities into a kitchen, we understand that we just bring in these different appliances and even a Chris if you'd like. So let's have a very quick look at how to install a plugin. Let's jump to WordPress. Okay, so here we are on one of my demo site installs for WordPress. Let's go to plugins, and these are the plugins that we already have installed. If we want to add more functionality, i.e. looking for a plugin, you go to add new, or you can go to add new up here. Now, if you remember, this is the functionality we're looking for, and so this might be what we place into the search bar. So let's have a look for contact form, and let's type that in, contact form. So we're looking for this type of plugin, and here we have contact form, and we've got 4 stars. So look at the stars for the reviews there. And another important thing to look for is when it was last updated. You want to keep WordPress updated and your plugins and also your themes. Knowing that this plugin has regular updates is a very good sign. So try not to go for anything below 4 stars. Contact Form 7 is actually one of the most highly rated and most used contact forms with WordPress. It's very easy, it's very functional. If you're looking for some advanced features, then you might want to check out this fella here, WP Forms, and look at that. For the added functionality that you get, and it has a free version, it's got the 5 stars, it's very easy to use. And so how do we install that? Well, we have a look, we can look at more details, and it's got some guidance on installation, FAQs. If you're like me on Amazon, then you look at all reviews, so do that. And of course, screenshots also help. This might look scary, but there are some easy workarounds with that. That's not as scary as it might seem. You can check my website for a tutorial on that. Okay, so this all looks good. So let's install, or we would have clicked that there. And then you simply activate it. I'm just going to take us to the installed plugins first, because you might not want to activate immediately. And then we have Contact Form 7 in the plugins, and we would activate that. Once you've activated a plugin, you'll see that it appears here, which is where you can start to use various settings, manipulate certain settings, and then add a new one. So we've got Contact Form 7 here. In this case, we would take this and add that to a text editor within our site. Again, it's very easy. Check out a tutorial I'll have on that. It's even easier within page builders, where you don't even need to do that shortcode. Okay, so that is how to choose functionality that you want on your site, choose an appropriate plugin, have a look at the available plugins, and then install. Just when you decide that you might not want that functionality anymore, you would go to plugins, and we see Contact Form 7. We don't want that anymore, so you deactivate it, and then you can delete. There you go, that's all done. So that is the basics of what is a WordPress plugin. It's essentially a piece of software, but not scary. It's an app that adds a function to your website. You can easily install it, and pretty much whatever function you're wanting to add, you are able to do so. In terms of e-commerce, I would recommend WooCommerce. Contact Form is very easy, and images and gallery slideshows, you can have a look around and trial them very easily, adding them to your site, seeing how pretty they look, whether the functionality suits you, and then go and have a look for some more. I would always recommend that you try the free ones first, because WordPress has an incredible amount of really functional, fantastic free plugins and functionality available. It really does empower everybody with their websites to just enjoy a full featured and really functional and beautiful website experience, and the same for their customers. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. What is a WordPress plugin? In a nutshell, it's an app. Thanks so much, and please check out my other tutorials. Bye bye. Hi there, this is Chris. I hope you found this video helpful. If you would like to look at more videos and tutorials, please go along to iamchrisgood.com, where you can find lots more videos on how to set up your own WordPress website using Elementor, the best page builder around, and it's free. So using completely free components, I will take you through how to set up your own WordPress website. If, however, you want to get your business online today with a full-featured, fantastic and beautiful WordPress website using the design elements of Elementor, which is a free page builder and an industry-leading one at that, please do go along to iamchrisgood.com, simply download the website that takes your fancy and follow some simple installation tips. And if you get stuck, please get in touch with me and I will of course help you out with that installation. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you at iamchrisgood.com. Have a good day. I'll speak to you soon.